So how do you know if somebody uses the new Arc search or browser app? They will tell you. People who use Arc love Arc. And so today we are going to dive into the new search app for iOS mobile. This is not the browser app. And we're going to talk about two things. One is a very tiny, small UX decision that I am nervous could really hurt Arc's chances of massive success. And second is just pontificating about how AI search could be used in the future. So first, we'll go with the very tiny UX choice. So we're just going to search. We're going to, by the way, this is the only button that I could tap here is the plus. So we'll do that. And we're going to go with travel in London. Now, what is this? This is a normal web page. This looks like Chrome. This looks like Edge. Like, where is Arc? What's going on? And transparently, literally, this was me when I first downloaded it. I was like, I don't understand why people love Arc. Like, I thought it was doing something different than the normal internet. But what did I do wrong? So what I should have done is I should have said travel in London, browse for me. Now, when I do browse for me, all of a sudden, it creates this lovely web page that summarizes the internet in easy to read words with headlines and sections. Wow, mind is blown. But why didn't I figure that out on my first use? It's because I'm taking the path of least resistance, which is I'm doing the same thing I normally do, which is just click enter or go after I search. I'm not used to clicking browse for me on this page. So Arc is actually adding one tap, just a very simple, very small. By the way, they also trained me on this. So when I first downloaded the app, they're like, do this. And I just didn't get it. Because it's one extra tap. I'm doing the same thing that I was doing before in my normal behavior. By the way, I've searched now for my whole adult life. And so Arc is going to try to disrupt my normal search behavior by having me tap browse for me. So this is a very small thing, but honestly, it concerns me more because browser, and this is search, but browser and search wars have mostly been won or lost by defaults. So if you want to, you can dive into, Katie Milkman has a lovely podcast summarizing the history of the browser wars, really talking about how did Internet Explorer win the game? You know, Netflix and Netscape was like all the rage. And then all of a sudden Internet Explorer comes along. How did that happen? And the story really is around, it was tied into Windows 95. And if you bought Windows 95, you just get Internet Explorer. It removed the requirement for me to download a new thing. And so friction is so important in adoption of new technology. We need to make it ridiculously easy for people to do a thing, or, as we talk about, wildly motivating for them to do a thing. And so Arc is arguably better than the normal internet search. But I would say that they win primarily on one element here. And that's a second reason that I'm nervous about Arc's future, is that what they're doing really well is summaries. So this is an awesome summary, and I just tried a few other, so we're going to do life insurance, right? I'm spelling it wrong. We'll say browse for me. Hopefully it'll correct my spelling. Great, it's making a website for me. How cool. So I get a summary of how life insurance works, which honestly, you know, life insurance, there's tons of hard terms. This is super helpful. I feel more confident in making my purchase decision. But now let's go to do the thing that a lot of people actually use search for, which is doing a thing. So I want to buy life insurance now. Buy life insurance, which is very similar, but very different. That because my intent is not to learn about life insurance, my intent is to do something. And I would argue that what Arc has done well in search currently is summarize a thing so I can learn about it. But what they are not doing is helping me execute on an intent. You know, yes, they have these top search results here, which do mirror in a simpler fashion the kind of Google-like results, but they're not trying to win on that intent. And it seems like learning about something is part of the internet. It's part of it. It's just not the whole thing. And so when people are searching, it is likely that they want to accomplish a task. So my hope for ARC in the future would be that it wins on helping me do something. And that seems to be kind of where AI in general is going, where yes, right now it's great summaries. And in the future, it wouldn't just teach me about life insurance, it would help me buy it. And so I do have hope for this type of browser search app that it's going to go beyond, the nice aesthetics and really get stuff done for me. The last thing and the final thing I'll end on for this is pontificating about where are the ads. So where are the ads? So it obviously looks amazing, but the problem here is we are kind of forgetting how would the internet work without ads. And in a perfect world, nothing would change except you'd have no ads. Like, amazing. The reality is that the ads do fund a lot of creators. It funds a lot of businesses. And so if we take away the ads, we need to add something into this marketplace. And it is likely that we will pay in other ways. And maybe that's better, right? Maybe we're not the product anymore. But with the ChatGPT model of search, which also removes the ads, with ARC that's removing the ads, I would expect, this is a prediction, that we will get more paid subscription services that are going to be asking us to sign up for them. That the internet will now become more locked behind paywalls, and we will be asked to kind of sign up. Now, again, this could be a good thing. It could be that, great, everyone pays $20 a month for the internet now, and we take away ads, and our kind of the monetary incentives that make the world go round currently have been removed. Great. And so, but this should be interesting. So I'm buckling up. I'm going to try to use ARC more to understand the future.